Ni hao and welcome to another trip report. This time on a kind of special train. It's the MRT Express train that runs between the International Airport of Taipei, where I'm at right now at Terminal 2. It will go to the main railway station of Taipei, where you also find the high-speed rail, also the regular trains. Well, I'll tell you about this in this video. I'll show you the main railway. I'll show you the part of the main railway station where you find these trains. I don't show you all. I'll show you this station, the trains, and believe it or not, the views from the train are quite stunning on a small section of this route. And this is just on an urban line. It's just called a metro, but it's really stunning. Well, you will see it in the video. For now, I hope you like this video. If you do so, or this is a helpful video to you, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more trip reports, mainly train, sometimes ferry, hit the subscribe button. Oh, I don't know where it is. And well, for now, let's roll the intro. The international airport for long distance and intercontinental flights from and to Taiwan is Taoyuan International Airport. Taoyuan is a city located just outside of Taipei. Within this airport you will find a skytrain that is linking the different terminals with each other, and this skytrain is for free. These skytrains run every 6 minutes, but we're not here to make a video about the skytrain, because we'll make a video about the airport MRT. MRT basically stands for metro. However, this is not just a metro. It's a Metro Plus, and that's the least I could say. All terminals at the airport do have their own station. At the moment of recording you will find 2 terminals, but there will be a 3rd terminal opening soon. The metro that is linking Taoyuan International Airport is not a part of the Taipei metro system, but of the Taoyuan metro system. I'll explain a little bit more later on. You can pay with a contactless card like Visa or MasterCard, but also with the Easy Card. At the moment of recording you cannot pay with a Visa or MasterCard if you're traveling with the metro of Taipei though. At the station, directions and timetables have been marked very clear. This is the station at Terminal 2. Both the stations at Terminal 2 and Terminal 1 do have 2 platforms. At the moment you're at the platform, it has been clearly marked with route information what trains will go where, so you know you're in the right spot. Apart from that, you will find screens that will indicate if the train that is arriving is a commuter train or an airport express train. The airport express train is way nicer in terms of comfort, but it's also way faster. In general, it has been marked clearly at the side of the train if this is a commuter train or an airport express train, apart from this Pokemon train that was rather interesting. However, as you can see over here, at the side of most commuter trains it has been clearly marked this is a commuter train, and apart from that, screens at the platform that I didn't put well on camera by the way, will indicate very clear if this is a commuter train or not. Even though the commuter train runs more frequent than the express trains, in many situations it's faster to take the express train. Along this metro line there are several stations where the express train can take over the commuter train, so therefore in most situations taking the express train is faster and also more convenient. This is a metro map of the Taipei metro, and one line, that is the airport express line, is not a part of the Taipei metro system. However, you will find at several points changing possibilities to other metro lines in Taipei. And most important, this metro will link to the biggest intermodal transport hub of Taiwan, what is Taipei Main Station. This is a network map of this metro line. The blue line is a commuter train, and the purple line is the line that is the MRT express train. That's the one we'll be taking on this video. One of the cool things if you take the MRT express train is that you can check in your luggage for several airlines. A small section of these trains has been specially designed for carrying luggage. I'll get back to this a little bit later on in the video. What you see over here is the station at Terminal 1 by the way, what feels way smaller than the station at Terminal 2. However, let's go back to Taipei. because this is really a nice place and there's so much to see. I haven't seen enough of Taiwan, and since my girlfriend is from here, I'll be back around here for sure. Taipei main station, well, this place is huge, and I'm not going to explain all of this in this video. There will be more videos where I explain more about Taipei main station though. However, for this MRT Express video, I will focus on this part of Taipei main station. This is the part that is dedicated to the MRT Express train to the airport. The city of Taipei does have a small airport as well. This airport is mainly being used for military purposes, and there are some occasional domestic flights to some remote islands that belong to Taiwan. For most islands that belong to Taiwan, you will find domestic flights. However, there are great alternatives by ferry as well, and I will definitely feature that on this channel in the future as well, so stay tuned. I arrived here with the Taipei Metro at the station of Beimen. From there on, it has been clearly marked where you have to go to for the Airport Express MRT. Because Taipei main station is so extremely huge and it's not only a station but also a shopping mall, my advice is just basically follow the signs that are mainly located at the ceiling. And just follow the signs to the Airport MRT. This has been even marked outside of the railway station where you have to go to. At the part of the station that's dedicated to the Taoyuan Metro, there's a taxi stand. Of course, you find a convenience store, in this case Family Mart. And over here you can also check in your luggage if you're flying from Taoyuan Airport. There are clear departure screens for flights from Taoyuan International Airport and some self-check-in desks as well. You cannot drop your luggage for all airlines, but if you're traveling for example with China Airlines or EVA Air, you can drop your luggage here. It's a rather spacious area, and for now it's time to go to the other side of the station. As usual, there are access gates. And like I mentioned before, in the Taoyuan Metro you can also travel with your contactless Visa or MasterCard. I travel with the use of an Easy Card, what is not just a smart card for public transportation, but you can also pay in lots of shops with your Easy Card. It's a little bit comparable with the Pasmo you find in Tokyo, however the Easy Card can be used in many places in Taiwan. Also for shorter distances by public transportation, and in many convenience stores you can also pay with your Easy Card. At the main railway station of Taipei you will find 4 tracks. 2 of these tracks are dedicated to the commuter train and 2 of these tracks are dedicated to the express trains to the airport. Like at the airport stations, there are clear information screens with maps of the station and screens that will host timetables. Directions where to go to, for example to the high-speed trains or to the regular trains, have been marked very clear. The high-speed trains are marked as HSR and the regular trains as TRA. These are 2 different systems and companies, but in the next video where I'll be taking the high-speed train from Taipei to Tainan, I'll explain more about this. Apart from the Easy Card and the contactless payment cards for Visa and MasterCard, you can also buy separate tickets. At all stations you will find dedicated vending machines for tickets, and at some of these vending machines you can also top up your Easy Card. There are lots of lockers over here, so no need to worry about that. When it comes to facilities to charge your mobile devices, you'll find a lot within the MRT Express, but also within the station there are some dedicated charging zones, and free Wi-Fi is also available here, but also in the train, although I didn't test it out. For now, it's time to take a closer look within the MRT Express trains. Basically, these are still metros, but I think these are the most fancy metros I ever experienced. You'll find a seat layout that comes in a 2x2 configuration, and this is one class only. There's a mix of both airline style seats and seats that do face each other, and the leg space is in general huge. You won't find overhead luggage racks where you can store luggage, But there are lots of special luggage compartments, and because the seating space is really huge, you can also park some suitcases right in front of you. You won't find toilets within these trains, however, at most stations there are toilets available. There are dedicated priority seats within these trains. Route information is given very well. There are line maps at the side of these trains. There are special screens that will host route information. Between the carriages, so at the end of the carriages, there are interactive line maps. Right above the entrance doors, there are LED screens that will host route information in both Mandarin and English. Announcements are being made automatically, also both in Mandarin and in English. For the airline style seats, you will find different kinds of seating pitches. These are the seats that do have the tiniest seating pitch, what is actually still quite okay. There's a small folding table in the seat in front of you. However, for these seats, which you also find a lot, well, the legroom is very generous. Obviously, this extra space is meant for luggage. Within all armrests, you will find USB sockets, and at points where the seats do face each other, you also find some tables where you can wirelessly charge your mobile device. You won't find dedicated power plugs though. Altogether, I think this is one of the most fancy metros I ever seen. Do you know any other fancy metros that are like this? Just let me know in the comments. Especially with the traffic in Taipei, I think this is the best way to travel from and to the airport. And it's also the most sustainable way. Apart from flying from and to Taiwan, there are alternatives as well by ferry, although they are very limited. I will tell you more about this in future videos, so if you're curious about that, just stay tuned on this channel. This channel is mainly focusing on long distance and international train and ferry traveling to show you what it's like to travel on a more sustainable way of transportation. However, for a family visit in Taiwan from the Netherlands, flying was just the best option. Because my girlfriend works for a big airline alliance, we could travel with the use of standby tickets. Even though some people might think I'm fully against flying, that's not true. I just think we should fly responsible, so not too often, and especially don't take short haul flights. In the future, I'll definitely tell you more about all the alternatives to go from and to Taiwan without flying, and also show you other great routes by train. And just a spoiler alert, the scenery in Taiwan is stunning. Even on this small route by metro, the views are absolutely stunning. For now, I'll just stop talking and show you some views I had from the MRT express train from Taipei main station to Taoyuan International Airport. I hope you liked this video. Once again, if you did so, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, there will be more videos coming up in Taiwan. Hit the subscribe button. Some related videos can be found in the description of this video. And see you on my next video. Before I really end up this video, if you are interested in other trip reports, in the description of this video on YouTube, there's a link to a map, and on this map you can find all trip reports I did. The icons do indicate the station and ferry terminal reviews, and the lines do indicate the routes. Of course, you can also find a lot of these videos on this channel, but this map might be interesting for if you're looking for a specific video. Once again, thanks for watching and see you on my next video.